Well, when you realize a UFC title shot at 170 pounds, that is saying something. Most people would argue this is as deep as any division in the UFC, and this man, undeniably the #1 contender as he makes the walk tonight.
He has separated himself from the pack. The only person left is the champion. He has done everything necessary to be viewed as a guy that could hold this championship belt. Now's his moment. He has got to lock in for 25 minutes because it's going to take all of that 25 to beat this great champion. Big spot for this young man tonight.
Well, and a lot of his UFC experience he believes is going to help him in this setting. He's been measured with his energy all week. Nerves do not appear to be an issue. We'll see if by night's end we have a new champion. Well, for years, the UFC's welterweight division has been among the promotion's strongest, and that is certainly the case here as we get our look at the undisputed UFC welterweight champion as he gets ready to defend the title.
The welterweight champion of the world. He's a star. The guy is one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, and he carries himself in that manner. You can watch this guy from his approach to the media, to his appearances. He does everything right. He's the champ for a reason. And it all boils down to who he is and how he approaches everything from the media to the fight camps.
And as commentators, we like heat, we like friction. We definitely have some of that on our welterweight championship matchup here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Jack Della Maddalena. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Belal, remember the name, Muhammad!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here we are back inside Bell Center, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. This is as loud and as knowledgeable as crowd as we'll experience really all year on the UFC Roadshow.
It's a great fight environment. The Bell Center is a fantastic venue. What type of performance are you going to give these great fans tonight?
Oh, he lands a hook. Nice. Nicely done. Nice uppercut. Well, Masvidal against Ben Askren, it was not, but a beautiful knee there right up the gut, and at the very least, something now for this wrestler to think about as he tries to get inside and get the fight to the floor.
That is the most famous time that we have seen that guy throw that type of knee, Jorge Masvidal. But if you are a guy that wants to stay upright, you keep throwing knees like that. It will deter that wrestler from the level change. Wrestlers panic at times, they put their head down. Sometimes you can land that knee to the body, but look for it to go up to the head here to try to end the fight.
So 1 minute into this fight, and as many people expected, the action absolutely crazy, back and forth. This is a full-on brawl.
It's hard to watch a fight like this and call a fight like this because you never know that somebody's going to take that one shot that finishes the fight.
And there's a takedown attempt.
I give one, I take one, you give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
Muhammad gets hit with a kick. That one appeared to land flush. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, stacking them up here, keeping the pressure on. I know you guys do a lot of this training with your jiu-jitsu coach there in San Jose.
Oh, absolutely, but it's a difference. If your feet are on our hips, it's a problem. So we shove them through the middle. We shove them through the middle so that our legs can be what controls your feet.
Right.
We're not using our hands. I'm not using my hands. I'm using my legs to just kind of wheel and deal you from side to side. Then my upper body is free to punch. If you get your feet on my hips, you're out.
Right.
You may as well just kick away.
Let's work. I'm gonna stand you up. You need to work.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position. All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the feet.
They may be tired, but that tired, that fatigue is warranted. That was a high-level grappling exchange between two phenomenal grapplers.
Master of the transition. Nice scramble. Oh, big right hand, yes. Under 2 minutes to go in our first round.
Give me a double leg. Give me a double leg. Look at it. Look at it.
Well, we told you about that hook. There it is. Well, he has stayed busy and he has stayed accurate. Nice combination.
Very accurate. A lot of that big double leg lever change.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Hook in the clinch there by Belal Muhammad.
Oh, the separation.
That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Oh, big left. This could be it.
He's got to move. They're going to stop this fight if he doesn't move.
Nice straight right lands.
Nice shot there by the champ. Big punch land. Ooh.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Hard shots landing on both sides here. Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch. Oh, right hand. That was the clean.
Jockeying for position here on the clinch. Both fighters trying to get a more dominant position. Round 2 is next.
All right, take a seat, bud.
Heading back to the corner now, and however deliberately, Muhammad's corner now will take a look at that lip. The cut man is in, and you got to tighten that up. It's really starting to bleed now. We'll see if it rears its ugly head as this fight continues. All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with round 2. Oh, huge strike lands there, and somehow
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
bleeding now, nasty cut on his nose. Targeting the body with the kick now.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg. Lands a nice punch from his back.
All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with this.
He can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. He gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight.
Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, the focus needs to be on the head movement so you're not getting hit in that cut.
Muhammad's back inside control here. Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley's somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position. All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys. Once he got him cut, he recognized where he needs to be throwing these shots, and once again, he lands right on that cut.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep. He's got the sub locked in.
Good as that as he gets out.
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
All right, referee is going to step in here and likely call on the doctor to check out that swelling around the eye. Defensively, he has had a very hard time tonight.
Well, and it's gotten worse because the moment the swelling started, his spirit tells him to keep going forward, but he's getting pieced up.
Looks as though the doctor is going to allow the fight to continue for the athlete. May want to raise the guard a little bit.
He's got to raise the guard. He's got to take some chances because he's very limited in what he can do right now with that much swelling.
All right, so the ringside position has made his way back to his seat. The referee gets the action back underway. The fans are excited this fight's going to continue.
Absolutely, and I'm just as excited myself.
The target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight.
All right, so the head damage continues to land, and at this point, man, gotta think the ringside position is even getting antsy to check it out.
Oh, yeah. You can tell that they want to check it out. But hats off to his opponent for putting together a great game plan, for staying on that face, making sure that when he saw the swelling start, he continued to drive him down that path to where he is right now, where he's almost unrecognizable.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately.
He's having his way with him here. Muhammad's back in full mount.
Keep the pressure going on that ground.
1 minute now to go in round two. Outstanding work with the ground and pound here by Muhammad. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Well, that strike landed, not going to help that cut at all. And I think for a lot of us non-fighters, it becomes hard to watch that area just continue to get targeted and bludgeoned.
Over and over again. And it's what you're supposed to do as a fighter. You can't have heart as a fighter. You got to look at that thing. You got to look at that work that you've done. You got to take that canvas and you got to paint it, man. You got to get at him over and over again and continue to attack that same area. Feel sorry for the guy after the fight.
Yeah.
But right now, he's got to pay the price.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
Good round.
All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and he heads back to the stool, and hopefully he can stay in this fight because that is a severe cut that he's dealing with right now. All right, that's the end of the round, and you see the cut on the cheek. That thing is getting downright nasty. It is getting worse here by the minute. And you got to wonder, to what extent does that impact him moving forward here in this fight? You at least have to ask the question. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like, if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig.
Oh, my God, he's hurt. He's hurt.
Fight down.
Passes to half guard. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but submission defense wins this transition.
It's really taking aim at that cut right now, and hard to blame him, right? They might even call in the ringside physician. He is continuing to target that area. Just over 3 minutes to go now.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs. Oh, nice leveraging.
Oh, looking for the submission now. Oh, arms in tight. The cut on that cheek is only getting worse. His face is a mess.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Lands the ground and pound strike.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him. Another blow to that swollen area. He's in a lot of trouble now.
Oh, and transitions right into side control. Working for the submission once again.
He's fighting. He wants this very bad. That Darce is tight. Oh, he's got the choke. He's got the choke. It's over. It's over.
Oh, not so fast, my man. He got out.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was done, John. But this young man was so sure of his submission defense that he never panicked. He got his back flat to the mat, and he escaped what was a deep anaconda choke.
Well, his grappling has been on point thus far, and don't think he's going to slow down. He can keep up this pace through the whole fight.
Especially when he's on top, in the top position, where he's controlling the exchanges, controlling the transitions. He can do it with his eyes closed. This is something he's been doing since he was a young man.
Oh, another beautiful body shot there. You see the damage starting to accumulate. Maybe some defense would be wise at this point in the fight.
I think so, John. You can't just get beat up to the body. It doesn't show itself right away. It takes time whenever you're beating somebody up from the body and working your way up to the head. But right now we're starting to see the damage, and you see it not only in the body, but in the reaction of the opponent.
Well, that is as bad a cut as we have seen in some time. You see the referee monitoring things closely. We might get a stoppage soon.
Yeah, he needs to monitor. And, John,
tip here.
Oh, nice guillotine there.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
Great submission defense.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Muhammad. Another ground and pound strike lands. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, so the fighters head back to the stools, and hopefully this fight can continue. That is a severe cut. We'll see if the cut man can do some good work here.
Don't be stupid.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go, 4th round of a possible 5. And this is the time where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart. We'll see who has the upper hand.
You feel pretty good in round number 5. Round number 4 is the one that really does test the fighter. It really does test the mettle of the guy inside of the octagon.
Oh, he continues to attack the body yet again here, just as he did in the previous round.
Hands high.
Oh, my goodness! And there it is!
Oh! Woo!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him. But for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. All right, let's go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 37 seconds of round number 4, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Belal. Remember the name, Muhammad.
All right, so there he is. He came in the hunted. He remains as such. Congrats to the still UFC welterweight champion. Big effort out of the incumbent here tonight.
He has so much pride in being the UFC champion, and you see it in the effort that he puts in retaining his title. One of the best welterweight champions in UFC history.